Hello everyone, we are back with a new video. This is our 100th video and we are making it at home, which is a little unusual because we have a big announcement to actually share with you guys. So we are headed on a
MidQwest
20-day
road trip.
Yep,
Across the Midwest.
Big road trip.
Stoked.
Yes, stoked. Very excited, very anxious, but excited. It's a big undertaking. So, our main attraction on the road trip is actually the House on the Rock, which is a roadside attraction Justin first introduced me to 5.5 years ago when we met, and we
wanted to
both wanted to go there.
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's so far from here, so I figured why not make it like a huge road trip where we just do an entire Midwest tour and do all the stuff that we've always wanted to do that's in the Midwest.
We're going to be covering a lot of territory.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to Chicago, we're going to Cleveland, we're going to St. Louis, we're going to Cincinnati. I mean, all these places neither of us have been before. Well, you've been to Chicago, right?
Yes.
That's it? And St. Louis.
Yeah, my grandparents lived in Illinois a little bit when I was growing up, so I would live there in the summers, and then I've been to St. Louis, but I was like 8 years old, so it's been a while.
But I mean, I've never been to any of the places on this trip, so for me it's going to be totally new territory. That makes it like super exciting.
And a lot of the attractions are new for both of us. New dark rides, new haunts, which we're both really excited for.
Mm-hmm.
So do you want to get into a little bit of what we're going to be doing?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to tell everything that we're going to do because we got to save some of it as a surprise, but we could just go through the highlights, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, dark rides, that's a big highlight.
They've been like my hyperfixation within roadside culture recently. I mean, I always knew dark rides existed, but until we got together, I never realized how many, I mean, there's not that many left, but how deep the culture went. Yeah, unfortunately, they're dwindling in number, but we just really want to be able to see all of them that we can and experience them while they're still there, of course, and support them.
There's a few classic dark rides on the trip. There's a few haunted walkthrough attractions on the trip. There's like some Bill Tracy stuff. I mean, that's like one of the main reasons for doing this besides House on the Rock, is that we both are like adamant about dark rides and amusement parks. I mean, we're going to be doing several amusement parks, including big amusement parks and small family-owned amusement parks. So yeah, I mean, that's like the bread and butter of the trip. And I mean, of course, like we love roadside attractions as just random things. So I mean, we're going to be doing all of that stuff. And in addition to all the stuff that we've already uploaded similar content of before, we're going to be doing diners, drive-ins, dairy bars, ice cream shops, old restaurants, all that kind of stuff. I mean,
lots of classic establishments and drive-ins, like the food-centric ones, as well as a few classic drive-in theaters. But yeah, definitely want to get into like the Americana, small-town food culture, delve into that a bit more.
And just like vintage travel culture, vintage places, establishments.
Signage, you love signage.
Yeah, I mean, that's what this channel is all about, is about old stuff. Weird stuff, cool stuff.
Museums, oddity shops, antique malls. He's been marking places on Google Maps for months now, so
Arcades.
You have quite an itinerary.
I mean, it's just like everything that you can imagine that you'd want to do on a road trip, pretty much.
Yep.
So yeah, might as well go through a day by day. Well, not day by day. We'll just go through the highlights of some of the stuff we'll be doing. This is just like the major things. Everything in between, we want to just like have an element of surprise with the uploads. But yeah, like we're gonna start the trip off in Pennsylvania because that's where we're from, and there's two parks in Pennsylvania that I've been meaning to hit up pretty much my whole life, just never got around to it, mainly because they're far away. But the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to Lakemont Park to do the Leap the Dips, the world's oldest roller coaster, which is something that I'm really excited about because I'm a coaster enthusiast too, as well as a dark ride enthusiast. So yeah, like that's going to be really cool because like it's the oldest in the world. Like there's not that many things that are like the oldest in the world.
Yeah.
and even the United States, you know. So that's going to be really cool. And yeah, the big park, like probably the park that we're the most excited for in the whole trip is the second day. We're going to be doing Waldameer.
Yeah,
which is
so
awesome.
We're both really excited for Waldameer, which somehow we've both never been to, even though we're both Pennsylvania born and raised.
And there's two Bill Tracy attractions there.
Yeah, I'm beyond excited. We're both like huge Bill Tracy enthusiasts, and I can't believe we've never experienced Wacky Shack before, and so many of my friends and people just rave about them, and I'm really excited to experience them both.
The park is kind of like too far for us to do just a day trip, so I mean like we would have had to incorporate that into a multi-day trip anyway. So that's just another thing. It's like it's something we've always wanted to do, and we have to do multiple days. So like, why not just incorporate it into a big road trip?
It makes sense.
It makes sense, and it's cool that we're starting it off with that because it's one of the things we're most excited for. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be going to Cleveland. We're gonna be doing stuff in the Cleveland area.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Story House. Maybe the Cleveland Museum of Art. We're going to be doing all kinds of stuff in Cleveland. And then, like, you couldn't go anywhere near, like, that part of the country without going to Cedar Point. And I've never been to Cedar Point. It's, like, a park that I've always wanted to go to since I was a kid. My family would never take me there because it's so far away from where we live. And, yeah, it's just always been something I've always wanted to do. I love roller coasters. I can't wait to ride Steel Vengeance. That's going to be, like... Probably, I mean, everybody's saying that's like one of the best coasters in the world, so, I mean, I'm super stoked for that. And like just the stuff that I used to see on the roller coaster documentaries from back in the 90s, like Magnum XL and Millennium Force and all those really awesome roller coasters.
That will be exciting.
Yeah, and we're staying at Hotel Breakers, which is so cool, because like it's in the park and it's on the beach, so that's going to be really cool.
So after that, we will be headed towards the Port Clinton, Ohio area. And another place that we're both really excited for is Marvin's Marvelous Museum, which I know what it consists of, and Justin is very excited for it. I've seen vlogs of it before.
I know you're going to like it. I know you're going to love it.
I'm really excited for it.
Yeah.
I've just been intentionally not revisiting that or House on the Rock or any other vlogs with things that we're anticipating because I want the element of a surprise as well.
That makes sense, yeah.
So I'm really excited for that one.
I mean, I have watched some vlogs from a lot of the stuff that we're doing, but like I feel like it's better to be prepared to like know what I'm getting into, so I know we have enough time, stuff like that. But yeah, for her it's going to be like a total surprise. Like she doesn't even know what any of these places are like or anything like that.
Yes, I do.
Well, yeah, to a certain extent, but
yeah.
I mean, I've watched like full vlogs of some of these places, which is like, I feel like it's a little bit of a spoiler, but at the same time, like, like I gotta know what I'm up against with like the scheduling and everything like that. So it's good to know. It's like how much time we need for each thing, whatever. And then also while we're in Michigan, we're going to be going to Frankenmuth, which is like a really cool themed town that's supposed to be like a German Bavarian town. And we're staying at this cool hotel that's like owned by the family of this famous polka singer, which like, I don't know who this person is, Merv Herzog. Like if you know who he is, like let us know in the comments. But it looks like a really cool hotel. It's got like German, like there's Bavarian style like balconies and stuff that like overlook the town and everything, and like the lake, river there. So that's gonna be pretty cool. And then they have like little attractions and stuff in Frankenmuth. Like they have the cuckoo clock thing where the like animatronics come out. I don't know if you know about that. That's gonna be cool.
And then we're also going to be heading towards Holland, Michigan, which I've always wanted to go to as well. Unfortunately, we won't be there during prime tulip blooming season or anything.
It's already gone.
But it will still be really awesome to get to go there.
Yeah, they have like little touristy things there. Like there's a little town that you can go to that's like supposed to be like a Dutch village, and they have like people doing clog dances and stuff with like a band organ. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, so then like we're gonna be driving all the way down from Michigan down to Indiana, which is gonna be like a little bit of a drive, but it's gonna be worth it because we're going to Indiana Beach, and that looks amazing. Like
that's definitely one of my most anticipated parts of the trip.
I just think like the vibes look so cool. It's like a classic boardwalk style amusement park, even though it's in the middle of Indiana and there's no like ocean anywhere near. But it's like they got Frankenstein's castle there. I'm like totally looking forward to that. They got a really cool wooden coaster called Lost Coaster of Superstition Mountain, which is kind of like a hybrid dark ride roller coaster. That looks really cool. They got the Den of Lost Thieves dark ride there. I mean, there's some other cool looking coasters there. So yeah, like I'm totally looking forward to Indiana Beach. That's like the big highlight besides Waldameer of amusement parks that I'm really looking forward to. So yeah, then we're gonna be taking Route 66 to get to Chicago from there. So I mean,
Chicago has a lot of places we're anticipating, so we definitely won't spoil it all. But he's specifically excited to try Chicago hot dogs. That's a big thing on his list.
Yeah, and like the number one place that I'm looking forward to trying is Super Dog Drive-In, because like they have that really cool kitschy like vibe where they got like there's like fiberglass hot dog people on top of the building and stuff, like with the glowing eyes.
Justin is a fiberglass fanboy.
Yeah, hopefully we'll make it there like at dark, because like the way they have the lights on that looks really cool.
You could go light and dark, but yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot for us to anticipate in Chicago area. We went to the other Grave Face Museum last year, and last year they also opened their Chicago location. So now we will get to go to that one as well.
Yeah, we stopped over at the one in Savannah on our way home from Florida last year, and it was amazing.
So good.
Yeah, we gotta go and check out the new one.
I'm also excited for Haunted Trails. That's one of the mini golf courses I've always wanted to visit. They have a lot of iconic fiberglass statues there.
Yeah, we're gonna start doing some mini golf. Like, I feel like this channel needs some more focus on mini golf. Because like it's just one of those things that like not a lot of people focus much on, but like it's a whole like almost every like kitschy mini golf course is like a little collection of fiberglass stuff, which is like that goes hand in hand with roadside attractions, right?
Yeah, he loves mini golf. I like it too, but he's gonna get really competitive, so we'll see how that goes.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of mini golf courses that aren't anything special, but for some reason in the Chicago area, they have all kinds of these really cool, like, kitschy ones with all kinds of
yeah, we love a great
stuff.
theme.
Yeah, I mean, old mini golf courses, not just like I don't care about these just like, you know, game focused ones where it's just like there's nothing like aesthetically pleasing about them. I only want to focus on these ones that are old and have the cool stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. One of the really cool ones that's right outside of Chicago is called Parking Skill Golf, and they have all kinds of like really cool like obstacles. Like there's a roller coaster that you shoot your ball into, and it sends it down like a loop and everything, which looks really cool. I mean, there's like, I think there's like one where it carries your ball around like a carousel thing, and like all kinds of like really cool contraptions and stuff. So I think that might be like the coolest one in the country from what I've seen. So yeah, like we're going to definitely do a vlog of that. And then, yeah, we're going to be in Chicago for 2 days, and then we're going to be like heading north to go to Wisconsin from Chicago. And we're going to be doing the Volo Museum, It's like an auto museum, but they also have a lot of like animatronics from Showbiz Pizza and like a whole bunch of just random weird things. So yeah, that looks really cool. And then the same day we're gonna be doing Santa's Village.
I'm really excited for that. We love all of the kiddie roadside parks, and there's not many of those left at all, are there?
Yeah, I mean Santa's Village is one of only two of that chain that there used to be like, 7 or 8 of them all across the country, and there's only two left. There's that one, and I think the one in Vermont are the only two left of that. So yeah, that's gonna be cool to check out.
Hmm.
And then yeah, when we go to Milwaukee, we're gonna be going to the Milwaukee Public Museum because it's gonna be closing in 3 years, and they're gonna be moving it to a new building. And from what I heard, they're not gonna be moving like hardly any of the old exhibits. So it's just gonna be like a new museum. So like, if you want to get to the Milwaukee Public Museum, you better get there soon, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Because like they have like the coolest collection of taxidermy, like old taxidermy dioramas and displays I've ever seen, and like just really, it just has like a really immersive vibe about it from what I've seen. And Carpetbagger loves it. He's been there, and he said it's like his favorite museum in the country. So yeah, definitely want to get there before they move. And then we're going to be spending a long time in Wisconsin Dells too.
Hmm.
So Wisconsin's probably like the peak of the trip because
Yeah, we'll definitely be going to the main attraction, House on the Rock,
yeah,
so we're both really excited for that. And I mean, I've obviously seen footage of it before, but I've been trying to keep myself away from it just to like have a little bit of the element of a surprise. I know that it's like an all-day event.
yeah, we're gonna get there
be...
from opening to close and doing like the entire place.
And one of the coolest things about being in that area is that we're going to stay at the Don Q Inn, which we're staying at a few hotels with great themed rooms, which we love. So we're going to keep the themes of them a surprise, but you will see which rooms we've picked then, and it will be really fun to stay there.
Yeah, there's like the best rooms there. We managed to book the best ones, so
It's a good thing you booked them when you did.
And while we're also in Wisconsin, we're gonna be doing other stuff in Wisconsin Dells too. We forgot to mention like Circus World. We're gonna be doing that.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to be doing like the Ripley's in Wisconsin Dells. We're going to be doing some haunted walkthrough attractions. So yeah, like Wisconsin's like the peak of the trip. It's going to be so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to Wisconsin Dells probably more than anything. Mainly for House on the Rock. But yeah, like
Yep.
all the Wisconsin Dells attractions and stuff. It's just going to be such fun times. So yeah, on our way down to St. Louis, we're going to be doing all kinds of roadside and fiberglass stuff after we check out of the Sunset Inn, and hopefully get down to City Museum in time to do at least like 2 or 3 hours there. I mean, it's gonna take a while to drive down there from there, but like, yeah, like that's something we have to do because it's not that far to go to St. Louis, and that's definitely the best thing to do in St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, we're not gonna have a lot of time to do anything else there. So yeah, like City Museum is gonna be the only thing we do in Missouri, but at least we'll get to do something in Missouri. But yeah, oh yeah, I forgot to mention on the way down, we're going to be stopping at the Pink Elephant Antique Mall, which looks really cool. They have all kinds of cool fiberglass stuff, and we love antiques, so we're going to be just doing some shopping there. And then we're going to Indiana from St. Louis, so we're going to be going to Holiday World.
So excited for that
sure.
one.
I mean, yeah, they got some of the best wooden coasters in the world there. The Voyage, it looks amazing. Can't wait to do that. And just like the fact that each land is themed to a different holiday is like, I mean, we love holiday stuff, like if you haven't noticed. Like, we love Halloween, we love Christmas, well, Christmas isn't near as good as Halloween, but
I'm
she
so
she
excited to go
collects
there.
Christmas, vintage Christmas and Halloween stuff, so yeah, like that's gonna be something that's like up our alley.
And he was born on Halloween.
Yeah, my birthday's on Halloween.
It's
so.
the coolest birthday you could have.
Yeah. So yeah, from there we're gonna be driving to Kentucky and staying at the Wildwood Inn, which like we didn't get a themed room there because we're already doing the 2 other ones. But we're gonna show you around the premises. Maybe like I could ask to see if we could show some of the rooms if they're not like already taken, but I can't promise anything on that. Like they might not let me, so but it'll be cool to stay there anyway because like they still have like, you know, like fake palm trees. They still got the kitschy vibe there, like even if you're not staying in a themed room.
From the Wildwood Inn, we will be leaving and heading towards Cincinnati and visiting a few attractions there. There's a few places we're excited for in that area, specifically the Sign Museum.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome because neon signs are awesome.
He loves signage. I do too. So we will be documenting as much of that as possible during the entire trip. And after Cincinnati, we are headed to West Virginia, specifically Huntington area. I am so excited to get to visit Billy Bob's Wonderland.
So am I.
Yeah. I love animatronics. We both do. We love the Country Bear Jubilee. We love the ones that they used to have at Knoebels that aren't there anymore
And
right
it's
now.
gonna be so nostalgic for me to see the Rocket Fire Explosion like after all these years because I haven't even seen one of the bands in person since I was like a toddler.
Yeah.
So.
This is the last publicly accessible show in the U.S., maybe the world.
Yep,
Or
it
just
is.
Okay. So we're really excited to finally get to go there. We're not that far from it, so we've been meaning to get there for a long time.
And they just recently refurbished all of the animatronics, so.
Yeah, if you look back, even just months to a few years ago, they weren't in the greatest of shape, and with the hydraulics and everything, sometimes they still have malfunctions or need some repairs, but hopefully, fingers crossed, when we go there, they'll be operating smoothly and we'll be able to see them perform some shows and hang out there for a day.
And if not, it's not a big deal because we got 2 days there, so hopefully if they're not working the one day, they'll be working the next day.
That would be ideal. And then while we're in that area, we're also very excited to get to visit Camden Park, which is another classic amusement park we're both really looking forward to. And the Haunted House Dark Ride there is another one on my list I'm highly anticipating.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's got the original Bill Tracy facade.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have the original Bill Tracy stunts in it anymore, but like just the facade alone makes it worth going to visit. And like, yeah, I mean, it still looks like a fun dark ride, like with some pretty cool props inside.
I'm really excited for that one. Yeah, the exterior still gives you that vibe of Bill Tracy-esque energy. I'm trying not to watch any POVs of that one either because, like I said before, I am anticipating the surprise, so I'm very excited for that.
But we did just watch someone's vlog of the park, and we both agreed that it gave us like really big Williams Grove vibes, which is a park that was like right near where we grew up, and we both like connected on that because like we both had like strong nostalgia for that place. And
Comment below if you ever went to Williams Grove Park while it was
Mechanicsburg,
operating. That closed down in the mid-2000s. That was my home park growing up because I grew up in Dillsburg, Pennsylvania. So, yeah, we just grew up going there every summer so many times. And so
they
did
had
Justin.
a classic pretzel dark ride there, and that's like probably both of our like first dark ride experience. I don't know about
Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, Dante's Inferno, yeah.
Yep. So, that was
yeah,
a great park.
Camden Park is like big Williams Grove vibes, right?
Yeah, it does give off that energy.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, from there, we're going to be doing a few things in West Virginia on our last day, and then we're going to be driving home. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be exhausting, but it's going to be worth it because it's just filled with stuff that we're just like so stoked to check out.
I know I keep referring to this road trip as a vacation, but we definitely won't be relaxing. It will be exhausting, but worth it, like he said.
Yeah, and we're going to be working hard to make good videos to upload for all you guys to see because we want to share the whole trip with everyone.
Yep. He won't be uploading anything during our travels, but he will be getting enough
As soon as
content.
we get back.
Yeah, you'll start when we get back, and then you'll probably have enough content to go for like months.
Probably, yeah.
A
Probably
ton
the
of
rest of the
content.
summer, yeah.
But I'm beyond excited for everything. There are multiple things on our itinerary that we've been anticipating for years. So even just to go to the one park would be exciting, but let alone everything else we're visiting, it's going to be the
Just
best.
an overload of just amazingness.
Yeah. So it's actually it's the longest trip we've done so far
It's
together.
the longest trip I've ever done in my life. I've never done a 3-week long trip.
I guess me too. Yeah, if I think about it. So it's gonna be great. We're just really excited.
It's crazy to think that we're going to be driving halfway across the country and back. That's like the equivalent of doing like one side of the country to the other. You know? It's almost like a cross-country trip.
So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that as soon as Justin starts getting all of these new videos uploaded, you are notified. And we will catch you on the roadside.
Bye.
Bye.